Luxury Staffing, the podcast by Morgan and Mallet. How the Iran war has impacted luxury staffing.
Hello there, podcast listeners. In today's episode, we've got Morgan Richez. He's co-founder of Morgan Mallet Agency, and we're going to be covering quite a topical subject. It's the Iran war and how it has impacted household staffing, with obvious focus on the Middle East. So welcome to the podcast today, Morgan. How are we doing?
Thank you so much, Benjamin. I'm very well, thank you so much. And I'm pleased today to talk about these topics.
Super. Before we jump in, for the listeners whose first time it might be listening to the Morgan Mallet podcast, could you give us a quick overview of how you got started in this industry and what you like about it as well?
Yes, we started in 2015 in London with Morgan Mallet. And now we are here for almost more than 10 years. So we are very happy about this industry. It's very attractive industry with a lot of very good things, about the clients, about the candidates. I met so many people, and I am very happy to make this business.
Morgan, I'm going off topic, but what's your favorite part of running Morgan and Mallet?
I think this is my team. I'm very proud about my team because we can exchange so many ideas, and we've got a very great people at Morgan Mallet. So I'm very proud of this. I think this is the main things I enjoy in my business.
Super. Okay, let's jump into it. So let's just set the scene. Where does Morgan and Mallet work in the Middle East?
So basically, we've got an agency in Dubai, in downtown, in the Sheikh Zayed Road, and basically we manage requests in Saudi, Kuwait, Qatar, Oman as well, and Bahrain. But yes, our office is based in UAE, and we've got many leads as well, many clients in Abu Dhabi and Dubai especially.
Gotcha. So Dubai also serves not just Abu Dhabi, not just United Arab Emirates, but the neighboring countries as well, such as like Saudi, Iraq.
Yes, Iraq as well. For example, we've got some position in Iraq, and even in Iran as well. Sometimes we got some position in Tehran. So it's all Middle East, and that's why we choose Dubai, because Dubai is the perfect hub, to be on the market, in Middle East.
Why is it the perfect hub?
Because this is so international. All the business owner, even if they are from Iraq or even the Saudis, they got an office in Dubai. This is it's a place you must be there. It's very international. That's why.
Interesting. Okay. So the war started on the 28th of February. And where were you on that day?
I was in Dubai, and honestly, my experience was not like described on the European newspaper and media as well. It was the life was there. The restaurant was open, the situation was there, and at the beginning it was okay for me, to be honest with you. But what we notice, of course, we get less and less requests because many people, especially expat, not Arabic client, they left the country for a few weeks or few months. So the activity dropped down a little bit,
I see. And does this war, does it affect, does it change anything for a butler in Dubai or a chef in London? What's the impact for them, if any?
The impact was more about the travel, because, we've got many clients based in Middle East. They ask for European candidate or people from US. And during this time, nobody can't travel, so it was the main issue. But the request was still there. And even, for example, the best example in Iraq, we've got a very important client, and they ask for many people, And the issue was not the candidate, because the candidates still apply, The issue was from the fly, how to get a flight between London or between New York to Iraq. It was almost impossible, And this is the main impact, I would say.
Gotcha. I see. And just going back to when the war started, within the Morgan Mallet agency, what changed?
The change was we got many questions about the candidate. They were of course worried about the situation, and many candidates were on stage, for a new job, and they were a little bit scared about what's going on, what we should do. Should we apply to another job because we don't have any news from the employer? So everyone was a little bit worried because nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. So it was the main things to manage, at this point.
I see. I see. And did you put any placements on hold?
Yeah, some of those, especially for expat clients, they postponed the request for a few months just to see what's going on, because they came back to their country, to Europe, to Russia, or even to US. So for this kind of clients, of course, some job was on hold, but for Arabic clients, nothing changed.
Interesting. Okay. Um, okay. So you're saying, just so I understood, a lot of the the expats in Dubai, they left and they went back to their home countries, right?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha, gotcha. But the locals, obviously, they stayed and they carried on hiring.
Exactly.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. So Iranian missiles hit Qatar, the UAE, Saudi Arabia. How did you protect your Dubai team and the staff already placed there?
Yeah, it was a big concern, sorry, for Lauren and I. So we decided to close the office and to ask the people to work from home. And of course, we keep calling them every single day, to get some news and to see what's happened. And some of our people came back to their country as well, because we accepted, them to work from overseas as well. So we were very flexible at this time, and we took some news every single day to make sure that they were not too scared, and to see what's happened on their side.
Gotcha, gotcha. But I'm just going a bit off topic now, but it is this correct what I say? It might be tricky in the future if they've got Dubai working contracts and they're in their home country.
Yes, of course, we need to limit it, these things, for 1 month or 2 months maximum, because we are not allowed to employ
Mm,
people for Dubai and to work overseas, of course. So it's only a temporary management,
mhm.
and that's it.
I see. I see. Okay. Um, what did the candidates already working in the region ask you for? Did anyone want to leave?
I didn't get any requests in this way. Uh, they were more concerned about if they will keep their job, but after a few weeks, they understood that the situation didn't change too much for them. And the people didn't move, because when you work in Middle East, the conditions are really good. So, the people, they stay there, and they follow the news, basically, like us, to see what's going on. But that's it, the situation didn't change too much for them.
Interesting. Okay. And how do you decide if a placement is too risky? Do you follow like embassy guidance?
Yes, of course. Every time we got a job in a very dangerous place, we check the embassy website, and we check the government announcement as well. Of course. But at this stage, we didn't get any requests in Iran during this time. But so that's why we didn't never involve in this case, to be honest with you.
Mm, I see. I see. And let's just focus on the client side now. Are Gulf clients more careful now, or are they still hiring?
No, they're still hiring, of course. But the thing, what we notice, I just spoke with Ellie, one of our recruiter in Dubai, this morning, and she told me that maybe the salary will increase, especially for European candidate and American candidate, because the candidates are a little bit scared about what's happened in Middle East, so they're still accepting some position in Middle East, but they ask for more money. So this is what we can see now on the market. There's a little bit increase about the request for the salary.
That makes sense because the supply has been limited, hasn't it? A few expats left, went back home, and there'll be no new expats coming in. So the ones who remained, let's say the
Mm.
butlers, the chefs, they have a little bit more power now, right? To command
Exactly.
higher salaries. Yeah, that's
Exactly. So
interesting.
this is something we can feel a little bit for the last few days.
Interesting. Okay, now just going back to clients, are the clients asking for new requests like security training or anything like that? Have you seen anything like that?
No, what we noticed, we got an increase for the chef position. We got more and more requests for chef position. So I don't know what's happened, but yes, this is an increase. And not for the security, because Dubai and even Middle East are very safe. So we don't have a lot of requests this way. But yeah, the chef, we got an increase. And after, for the position like housekeeper, nanny, every time we got a lot of requests. This is the main roles the requests we get, the most popular requests, I would say.
Interesting. Okay. Um, so my next question was about salaries, but we've already covered that. So let's just move on to the next one. So the Strait of Hormuz was closed, flights were
Mhm.
disrupted.
Mhm.
How did that affect visas and travel?
Yes, it's not about visa because the UAE are very open about uh, bring people to their country to build the country. But again, it's more about traveling. So now the situation is really good. So now you can travel in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. This is very easy to do, even in Middle East. But yes, 1 month ago it was so difficult, and almost the flight was canceled at the last minute, and it was so a difficult time. But now everything came back to normal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. The flights are going in and out of Dubai.
Yes, yes.
Right. Interesting.
And
Okay.
we
So,
used to I used to check, flight radar, to check even the fly on the air like that. You can see the traffic, and now everything is came back to normal.
wow. Okay. And are candidates still saying yes to Dubai, to Riyadh, to Doha?
Yes, we don't have any uh, difficulty to recruit, but again, now we can feel that the people, they ask for more money.
Just to compensate for the risk.
Exactly.
Gotcha. And have any candidates pulled out of any contracts that they signed?
During the hard time, yes, some candidate or even some clients put on hold, and some candidates say, "No, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give up and to find another role somewhere else in the world." But it was during the hard time at the beginning of the war. Now it's not the case anymore.
Okay, so it's settling down and it's going back to normal at the moment.
Exactly. Yes.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Um, Earlier this year, you found people for a job between Iraq and Iran. What kind of person says yes to that?
This is a really good question. Basically, we've got some candidate who they love this kind of challenge, but it's a few percentage of the candidate, of course. But we've got in the database some candidate who love to travel in a not difficult country, but the country where the people doesn't want to go, because of the reputation, because of many things. But yes, we've got 5 or 10% of the candidates, they love to this kind of challenge. Yeah.
Interesting. And I
Mm.
guess as well, because of the lack of popularity, the salaries are probably a little bit higher in those
Of
locations
course,
too.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what we explain to the client when we get a request in this kind of country. We explain they need to be very attractive in order to attract a very experienced candidate, of course.
Mm. So you say that to the clients, look, you got to increase your salary, or it's got to be an exceptionally high salary for this location. And what do you say to a candidate choosing between a Middle East offer and a European one?
Alors, first of all, the first step is when I'm searching for a candidate, I'm going to search for candidate who used to work in this kind of country. I don't want to bring someone who doesn't have this experience, because, of course, it's going to be a long negotiation. He's going to refuse. He's going to give up at the last minute.
Mm.
So that's why I prefer to focus my search on candidates who used to have this experience, and it's very easy to convince them. It's all about the salary, it's all about the condition, about the accommodation, about the clients, and about, of course, the duties and responsibilities and the challenge.
Mm.
So this is plenty my role to do that. But if I did my job as a recruiter at the beginning, I mean, when I talk to the clients at the beginning, and we set up a really good job description, very attractive. After, for the rest, it's very easy to do.
Mm.
That's why the recruiter is there, to advise the clients to attract the best people. But for that, you need to, to discuss, to advise the clients from the beginning. Is very important.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, just moving on to the final section. You've been through COVID, Ukraine, the 12-day war in 2025, and now this. What does Morgan and Mallet do differently in crisis today?
Yeah. The first things I would like to say, I think we are so lucky to work in this industry, because even if there is some war, some virus or whatever, there is still clients, request for household staff. There is still job. This is a industry who is not very affected about the crisis, because this is a very it's a primary services. You really need a chef, you really need a housekeeper or nanny, and especially for wealthy people. So that's why we are so lucky, and this is something we notice with Lauren. It doesn't matter what's happened in the world, we still have some requests. Okay.
Mm.
But what we are lucky as well for the second thing is we are very international. We own agencies in US, Europe, in Middle East. And so that's why when a crisis happen in the Middle East, we still have a request in US and in Europe, so we can make some compensation, if I can use that. Even the recruiters, they are focused in Middle East. If I'm talking about Eddie and Renette and even Dave, they can manage requests in Europe in the meantime when we get a drop of leads,
Mhm.
because this is, again, it's online services. So
Yeah.
that's why Morgan Mallet, we understood from the COVID office, the COVID events, that it's very important to be international, and it's very important to be flexible, and to ask the team to work in different markets.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's like a very insulated, protected industry that
Exactly.
doesn't really feel the impact of certain crises.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Lorene said as well yesterday that when it all kicked off, the whole Iran crisis, that
Mm.
Ellie was relocated or not, reallocated leads and clients in the UK that she could
Yes.
attend to while there was a small drop off in demand in Dubai. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And if the ceasefire holds, how fast does Gulf hiring come back? Do you think it'll be back to normal in 3 months, in 6 months?
Yeah, I would say 3 months. Yeah, it's going to be quick, but yeah, we need to wait at least 3 months. But what we notice at this stage, all the expat who have the life in Dubai came back already. Now it's more about the foreigner, the entrepreneur, the investor. They need to come back step by step. It's going to take between 3 and 6 months minimum.
I see. And what's your plan B if they don't come back?
They will. So I don't have any plan B. They will come back, because Dubai is going to be Dubai. It doesn't matter what's happened. It's so attractive. The government, they make a very good things. And yeah, I'm not worried. I don't have any plan B.
Gotcha. Okay. And last question, for a client or for a family or for a candidate thinking about coming back to Dubai, what would you say to them?
To the clients,
Yeah, let's start off with the clients. What would you say to a client who's thinking about coming back to Dubai?
they must come back, because the situation is under control now, and this is a really nice place to live. I live in Dubai for almost 3 years and a half now. And, I used to travel in a mini country, and this is very good. The security is still there. This is a very fancy place, and the governments, they manage very well this situation. We noticed that, as a resident, we were so protected. So, I think they pass the challenge, and it's not easy challenge.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm.
And what would you say to, I guess you'd say something similar to families coming back. And what would you say to candidates come back? You're going to get more money now. Hmm.
Yes, of course, and more money, of course, but even they can get a very good opportunities because Middle East it's a very good opportunity for candidates.
Mhm.
You can involve in your job. You can bring your experience from Europe or from US in Middle East as well, and the people they are waiting for that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you very much, Morgan. That's the end of today's podcast.
Mhm.
And for the listeners, if you are thinking about hiring in Dubai, in London, in Paris, in Monaco, in Saint Tropez, in New York, in Miami, wherever, get in contact. You can go to householdstaff.agency and there you can fill out a form or you can find the phone number and give Morgan Mallet a call, and we'll usually get back to you within 24 hours. For the candidates listening, you can go to householdstaff.agency/jobs, and you'll see all the recent opportunities there. And these are global opportunities. We're not just talking about London, we're talking about Dubai, we're talking
Mhm.
about Monaco, all the luxury capitals in the world. You'll be able to find a job in most of those. So that's it from me today. Thank you very much. And
Thank you,
one last
Benjamin.
thing, sorry, it's not the last thing from me today.
Mm.
Remember to subscribe. We're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, and soon we'll be on iTunes. So just hit like and subscribe, and you'll be able to be updated with all the latest episodes. So thank you very much, and thank you, Morgan.
Thank you, guys, and have a lovely day.